I'm tired of this, and I don't know how much longer I can fight.
Caitlin Clark's injury has turned this WNBA season into a pressure cooker. No firm return date, no real clarity. Just a city, a franchise, and an entire league holding its breath. The Indiana Fever now face a brutal balancing act, winning enough to stay alive while praying their superstar returns when it matters most. Fan reactions? A total roller coaster. Ratings drop without her. Online chatter spikes with every rumor. And inside that locker room, the debate is real. Some believe she'll come back stronger than ever, ready to rewrite the season. Others warn that groin injuries don't heal overnight, and that pushing too soon could risk everything. But here's the thing. Caitlin Clark isn't just another player. She's the heartbeat of the WNBA's modern era. She doesn't just play games. She creates events. Tip-off becomes appointment viewing. Families plan their nights around her. Sports bars turn up the volume. Social feeds ignite the moment her name trends. This isn't hype, it's impact. The kind that shifts schedules, builds audiences, and drives league value. And if you want to understand just how massive her absence really is, especially in a contract year for the WNBA, look no further than Rachel A. Data. She's one of the few tracking the numbers behind the noise, revealing exactly how every game Clark misses affects ratings, revenue, and the league's bottom line. Because when Caitlin's not on the floor, the WNBA feels it in every stat, every stream, and every silence.
She said one player gets injured and more than half the TV audience for the entire league disappears. Has any other athlete ever had that kind of impact on a sport? Golf without Tiger definitely dropped precipitously on occasion, but not like this. This news is alarming for the league, and it's alarming for the league because this is such a crucial year for the WNBA. At the end of this season, the WNBA will go into CBA.
That's the bottom line. Caitlin Clark isn't just lifting viewership. She's redefining the WNBA's reach. Any dip in attention while she's sidelined isn't a failure of the league. It's proof of her unmatched gravity. The smartest play right now? Protect the investment. Keep her healthy, let her heal, and set the stage for a full-strength return. Because in a CBA year, the real leverage isn't forcing a comeback. It's having Caitlin Clark back at 100% when the spotlight is brightest and the stakes are highest. Stay patient. Keep the momentum alive. And when Thunder 22 finally steps back onto the court, the crowd won't just come back, it'll multiply. Let's be honest, Caitlin built this wave. The WNBA has worked for decades to earn recognition, but she brings a spark that turns ordinary games into cultural moments. When she's out, ratings dip, chatter fades, and highlight reels get shorter. But when she plays, everything lights up. The arena, the broadcasts, the entire sports world. Even in women's sports media, from Sue Bird to Megan Rapinoe's platforms, the spotlight stretches wider because of her. And while the league deserves respect for its depth and history, there's no denying the truth. Caitlin Clark is the engine driving the WNBA's new era.
She is a certified A1 superstar.
100%.
Like, it's not even a question. And also, the health of the WNBA and the health of women's sports goes beyond just what Caitlin is able to do and the impact that she's had. In part, she's had this impact and has been able to be so successful and so popular because of the WNBA and because of the platform that it provides. So I feel like anyone saying like, oh, then, nobody's going to go. You're just like, kind of, it's sort of an undertone. You're like undermining the rest of the W, which is still totally exciting. And
this is an opinion. It's math in motion. When Nara 22 sits, broadcasts dip, concourses echo, and sponsor decks lose their shine. But the second she checks in, arenas overflow, clips go viral, and everyone cashes in. The league doesn't just survive around Caitlin Clark. It thrives because of her. So let's cut the denial. Indiana's job isn't chasing mid-season headlines. It's protecting their franchise pulse. The WNBA's mission? Keep the fire burning and bring her back when she's unstoppable. Center Caitlin. Guard the timeline. And watch the tide lift the whole league. There's panic talk. And then there's championship talk. Legends know the difference. They've lived through the grind, the lonely rehab hours, the mental resets, the days when a single sidestep feels like Everest. They also know when a locker room risks revolving around one star instead of the team. So when Tamika Catchings speaks with confidence, that's not hype, it's strategy. She's setting the emotional tone for fans and the mental game plan for players. Stay locked in, stay patient, and expect number 22 to come back stronger than ever.
Okay. So it's great to be able to see Indy represent, and even more importantly, bringing the best players here to Indianapolis for our fans to see, those that don't necessarily always get a chance to see every other team. They get to see the best players.
Catching's message hits that rare middle ground, part frustration, part fire. She's not sugarcoating the loss of Caitlin Clark, but she's also refusing to let it define the season. Her tone gives fans permission to feel the gap and still fill the seats, cheering on the league's depth and drive. For Indiana's locker room, it's not just encouragement, it's instruction. Keep your edge. Stay tight on defense. Hold your spacing. Treat every possession like it's building toward something bigger. Because when Caitlin returns, every ounce of that discipline pays off. That's the balance. Compete now. Stay patient long term. It's the formula for teams that don't just endure the grind but rise when it matters. And make no mistake, Clark's challenge isn't just about skill. She's not being guarded, she's being hunted. Every screen, every drive, every loose ball comes with extra weight and extra contact. That's the WNBA's quiet truth. It's brutality, hidden beneath highlight reels. And few articulate it better than Adrian Ross, a former pro who's never afraid to pull the eye. Curtain back and tell you exactly what survival in this league really looks like.
The way she gets guarded in the WNBA, a way that nobody, and I mean nobody, has ever been guarded in the history of collegiate sports or the WNBA. It's just the truth. She takes a lot of banging and grabbing and holding and pulling, and your muscles are tight, you're bracing for impact. You have all these things going on when you're Caitlin Clark, and the officials are part of the problem. And so
this isn't about excuses. It's about honesty with the timeline. Adrian Ross is saying what few will. She's standing up for the player who takes more hits than anyone else in the league. When Caitlin Clark begins her comeback, managing her workload isn't caution, it's strategy. That means minute limits, skipping back-to-backs, and keeping her body fresh for the long run. These aren't restrictions, they're risk management. The Fever can't control officiating, but they can control how they defend, space the floor, and rotate to reduce those brutal collisions and torque-heavy plays that wear her down. The game won't suddenly soften, but her preparation and protection can evolve. And here's the truth. Viral clips aren't medical reports. What fans see online doesn't include strength tests, MRI results, or how her body responds 24 hours later. That's the data that defines her readiness. Everything else, the speculation, the takes, the noise, is just that. Protecting Caitlin Clark always comes before chasing headlines. Always.
We're in the middle of August. The WNBA regular season ends in 4 weeks. I don't think Caitlin Clark is coming back this season.
Call it what it is. Speculation. You can't build a season on guesses, not when the centerpiece is Caitlin Clark. Indiana's roadmap is simple. Grounded and precise, pain-free pivots, full practice participation, controlled minutes, and clean recovery the next day. Until those boxes are checked, everything else is just background noise. Caitlin has earned patience. The league thrives when she returns on her own timeline, ready, not rushed. When Howard Megdal mentions a possible date, it's not a countdown clock. It's a signal of protection, not pressure. A target doesn't demand speed. It reminds everyone that this process is about respecting the athlete, not the agenda. It tells the fans to breathe, tells the media to wait, and tells Caitlin that ready isn't a date on the calendar. It's that unmistakable stride, that laser focus, that energy that shifts the entire arena. This isn't hurry up. This is hold the door until she storms through it, on her terms. The Fever need Caitlin Clark ready for mid to late September. When the playoffs begin, not before. That's the mission. Keep the team steady, keep the momentum building, and when she signals it's time, the atmosphere will erupt. Don't chase applause in August. Save it for when she turns the bracket into her playground. Every decision now runs through one filter. Will this deliver Caitlin Clark at full power when it matters most? If yes, full steam ahead. If not, hold the line. Because this league doesn't just need her back. It needs her undeniable,